Well, good afternoon. It's Friday. God, we never thought it would get here, did we?
No.
Oh, man. Do I want Aaron on here? You bet I do. I'm going to tag you right there.
Yes.
Do you want Rick to answer? I want him on there too. I'm tagging him. Hey, guys, we're at Los Cabos in Creswell, Oregon. Aaron Swan's favorite restaurant. So I said...
Best Mexican in Lane County.
Best Mexican in Lane County. She's been coming here since she was...
Like 14 when they opened.
So that's been just a couple of years because she's only in her 20s. So, hey, Corey. So we came down here. We're going to talk a little bit about some new services she's offering, but we're going to have lunch. And we thought we'd introduce you first to Mario, right?
Francisco.
Francisco, the owner?
Yes, have.
So how long have you had this place?
About 21 years.
21 years
Yes.
in Creswell, Oregon?
Yes.
So what makes you special?
I don't know, maybe the recipe and the margaritas and good friendly with the people here in town.
So what order is that? Is it the margaritas, then the recipe, and then the friendly people? Or
Yes, the best.
the margaritas come before the friendly people? They get friendlier as they have more
all
margaritas?
together by the same time.
So what's your guys' specialty?
Well, maybe the seafood. The people like the fish, the shrimp, the enchiladas, and burritos, and carne asada, all of the good stuff.
So why Creswell? Is this your home?
Yes, we live here for all of my family. Grow up in here in town, and yeah.
And you guys, they're located right across, just across from City Hall, really?
Yes, yes.
City Hall's kind of catty-cornered across from here.
Yeah, the library in the corner and the city hall across the street, yes.
So how many people do you employ here?
About 9.
And this is the place in Creswell to go to eat, right?
Right, that's the best.
The best.
Mexican
So what are you going to
food.
make us for lunch?
Whatever you like.
What are you having?
I want to have like the combo platter.
Okay.
Okay, so Aaron wants the combo platter. We were there last week. Great food and margaritas, says
There you go.
Jana.
Yes.
See? You already got fans. Why don't you just make me some kind of burrito?
Okay, the chicken, shredded beef, ground beef, carne asada,
How about shredded beef?
shredded beef burrito.
Yeah. Show me what you do. Can I watch? Just a
Okay.
little bit?
Okay, we can do it.
Okay.
Let me wash my hands.
Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I can do it.
Do you really know how to cook? Or are you just the
this
owner?
This guy can do it.
Are you just the owner or you really know how to cook?
He's my partner over there, Pedro.
He's your partner?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go ahead and make it up. I'll
Okay.
watch just a little bit, and then I'm going to go talk to Aaron while we wait for our lunch.
Okay, turn it all the way.
No, you just keep going. I'll just keep going. Hey, Patrick, how are you? Hello. We're doing a Facebook Live. Are you okay with that?
She's like, no.
She's hiding. Hola. So you're another owner? Okay, so you're live on Facebook, just so you know. So there's already people coming on here saying they love your restaurant.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So what's your name?
Pedro.
Pedro.
Pedro Arceo.
So what is it that you do that other Mexican restaurants don't do?
I'm the head cook and everything.
You're the head cook and everything?
Yeah.
So you do it all.
Oh,
That's awesome. What's your best thing? If I'm going to order something, what's the very best thing?
well, we have a fiesta grande for you.
A fiesta
Yeah,
grande.
they have a shrimp, they have a chicken and carne asada.
Wow.
That's good.
Well, thanks. So you guys are open when? What's your hours down here?
We open 11 to 9 daily.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Start.
in Creswell, Oregon. Thank you, Pedro. It's
Yeah.
nice to meet you. Yeah, no, I'm Rick the Answer. Aaron's been coming here
Hi, Aaron.
since she was a little girl.
Good.
So I said, where do you want to do your show? So good to see you on here. Yeah, so Cindy Adams says hi. Good to see you on here.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, see you later, Pedro.
Thank you.
Marianne, I got in late on this. What restaurant are we at? Los Cabos. Los Cabos. Down in Creswell. Oh, gosh, look at this. Hold on. Dude, he really does cook. Look at this.
Well, I don't know.
Look at it.
And don't make it look too easy.
That's awesome. You're welcome, Marianne. Boy, people on here like you. You're not a secret. Did you know that? Oh, there you go. There's the good stuff back there. The bar. That's the bar. All right, so Aaron and I are going to go out here. We're going to talk business. So you guys, this is Erin Swan. You know her. You've seen her before. She's from Easy Credit Consulting. And what they do, hold on guys. I said to Aaron, okay, where do you want to do your show? Do you have a favorite restaurant? And you said,
Yes, Los Cabos, the Mexican place in Creswell.
So you've been coming here, sir, since you were a little girl.
I wouldn't say a little girl, but since they opened 21 years ago, yes. I grew up here, so when they opened, we started coming here.
So you're coming from?
Huh?
You live here? Or you...
I live here.
She lives here.
And you?
I live in Springfield, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've never been here before.
Oh, your first time?
My first time.
I hope you like.
I'm sure I'm going to.
Okay.
You guys have been very nice so far.
Well, good try.
Pedro's our buddy. So, awesome, yummy. Had a great birthday dinner with family there. Renee Good had a great birthday dinner here.
Thank you.
So she really liked it. So there you go. See? You guys get to watch us eat.
Yeah.
So, Erin is with Easy Credit Consulting. So what she does is, my wife and I needed a budget. And to try their margaritas. It's Friday. He's trying to get us to drink the margaritas.
Early happy hour.
Yeah. Erin and I are like that. We're sitting down here in Creswell. So how long does it take before we can drive home?
Oh, I can just walk home.
Oh, that's
With my
easy.
sister.
That's so I'm going to go hang out at your house.
Yeah.
Then she'll make me do my budget. So
Yeah.
my wife needed a budget. We needed a budget for our family. So Kathy went and sat in with Erin, and Erin gave her like paperwork and stuff like that just to get her going. Because the hard part was like we just didn't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you haven't done it in a while, and I know that's terrible. I should have had a budget a long time ago, and we've done it off and on. Hey, Brett. But we didn't really know what we needed, and so Erin had everything we needed. Brett is on here too. Hey, buddy.
So the hard part is that people, like Kathy had all the stuff written down, which is great. So she had that, but she didn't know where to start. And she said back years ago, like centuries, when Rick worked at the news station, they had a budget. But when he left, things kind of changed. And so
Right.
she didn't know how to make this new budget because their life had changed. So she was doing things semi-right, but there were better ways to do it. So
Right.
she was like, how do I do this? And I was able just to ask her the questions and figure out what they're needing for their business and personal, and help them move them to where they needed to go, and delegate and draw those lines for them. That's really hard for business owners, especially, is to draw the line between personal and business.
Because our old budget was based on me having a salary from KZI. Our new budget's on a business budget, which is not secure, to say the least. Doug Perry, they opened Las Cabos opened 21 years ago in Creswell, and been doing business, and so far everybody knows who they are. Dennis Quigley, how are you? Dennis is in our networking group, the Oregon Networking Exchange, and we froze. Sorry, somebody was trying to call me. There's nothing you can do about that part. So he's an accountant in town. So you guys are starting kind of a new service where you're actually going to do not life coaching, but financial coaching.
Yeah, the problem is people come to us and they want a budget. Like, we do credit repair, but nobody wants to admit that they need credit repair because, come on, if you could get anything you wanted with shitty credit, you'd do it. People want to be forced into credit repair because they got denied for something, and usually it's a house. So, but people want a budget. Everybody, it doesn't matter what your credit is, you want a budget to get things fixed. But people don't want to listen to everything that they need. There's more than just one thing. It's more than just a budget. It's more than just credit. They need more to get their life set up. Do they have life insurance? Do they have retirement? So we're going to be doing more of financial coaching to help people get their shit together for the future, not temporarily, but help them make that plan for retirement. Help them make that plan to get started for retirement, no matter how young or old you are.
And you can help people with home that are looking. I ran into Katie Hallert's our realtor here. You know Katie, and she was saying that she had a client that's in her 70s, and she'd never owned a home, and started realizing that she had nothing to leave behind to her kids and stuff. So now she's purchasing a home. So but you kind of have to have a budget to do stuff like that. You moved to Creswell in 1988. Guess I just missed them. Darn. Doug, they're right on the corner here. Yeah, you got to come in here and try it. Apparently,
He moved away.
Oh, he moved away. I moved away from Creswell in 1988. Yeah, they were here in '88. Yeah, because you've been coming. No. 21 years ago, so they weren't here then. Well, that's why she's my budget person. I don't add. I'm a news guy. I don't know math skills. That's why I went to communications. So, what's the biggest mistake people make with their budgets?
There's a couple of them.
Not having one would be.
Well, not
mine.
having one, first of all. The second one is thinking that I was talking to my sister about this. She comes from the military. They were in the military for a lot of years. The civilians think if they don't have enough money, why write it down? You have $1,500 in expenses, and you make $1,200 a month. Why write it down and hurt yourself? Put more salt in the wound that you're $300 short, and that's why you're in your situation. The problem is you're short because you haven't delegated and allocated where that money is supposed to go. If you write it down in the proper categories, you can see where you can cut. Now, the thing about a budget is, when you write it down, you have to follow it. Just because you write it down, if you do whatever the hell you're doing the same, nothing's going to change. The budget is a financial goal for the month. Where do you want these things to go, and how do you want your money to go? And if you plan it out, then it will go there. But if you just write it down and put it to the side, you might as well not have wasted your time and just continue to do what you're doing.
So the thing that she did for Kathy and me was that she laid some stuff out, and then it gives us, and the nice thing is, like, we do it the first month, and then we realize we didn't put enough into this fund, and we have too much in this fund. So then you can kind of move it around and do some other things. Because I think it's a learning experience that people don't understand.
Yeah, and some of it's going backwards, though. Like, people say, well, I don't know how much how do I set up my budget? How much is supposed to go to this thing, and how much is supposed to go to this thing? Well, the truth is how much do you need for that? And then you kind of go backwards to divvy out where things are going and where you can cut things. And then sometimes you need to get more income. So there's different ways to get income, like have a garage sale. I know it sounds crazy, but people make $300, $400, $500 or more on a garage sale. And all that crap sitting around that's not doing anything but collecting dust, and it's money sitting there.
See, that's what I like about her. She does these little weird, but things that are so basic that you would never think that they work.
No, listen to this. I went shopping the other day, grocery shopping at Safeway. And I spent $136. I saved $128. And I didn't clip a single coupon. I just used their little app. And I checked the ad out before I went. I knew I wanted to buy certain things. And they had certain brands that were cheaper. Buy one, get one free of this. So why wouldn't I do that? So I had told my 6-year-old niece, she's like, oh, we saved a lot of money. I said, yeah, we got $128 in free food. You wouldn't pass that up if someone told you had $128.
So how much work does that take you to do that? I mean,
not much. Like 10, 15 minutes. I wrote my grocery list of what I needed, and then I went on my app, and you could look at the ad.
So you can get that app from Safeway?
Yeah, just Safeway app.
So she saved $126 in grocery money, just having the Safeway app there, looking at her grocery list, and then going in and just finding out what she could get and how you could double your money and all that sort of stuff.
Correct. And then I actually went back a couple days later because my cart was I didn't have room. I had my daughter with me and my niece, so I was piling stuff on top of them, and I could only push one cart at a time. So I went back a couple days later, and we did the same thing. I think this time
Can we go shopping for a show?
It takes a while, but we can do that.
We did a show at Christmas time where Erin and I went shopping with her niece, and we went Christmas shopping to Kohl's. And we didn't even tell them we were going to be there because I knew if I called corporate, they'd go, you know. And so we're kind of sneaky people. So we just went in, and I had the gimbal, and we just ran, and we went through, and we saved so much money. So then it taught me something, you know. I mean, I really learned that there are some apps out there, and you don't have to be one of these. You're not coupon clipping because none of us have time for that. It's
yes,
just an
we do.
app.
We actually do have time. We spend how many hours a day do you spend? Trolling through Facebook that you don't get anything productive done.
I like people that troll through Facebook.
I do too.
That's my
business. But take a couple minutes and flip through the frickin' coupons, clip out the ones at the same time, multitask, and do that. Now,
this is where we're at. Los Cabos, Creswell, that's their phone number backwards. And we're having lunch.
When we went shopping
money
at Kohl's, during Christmas, we spent enough money that Kohl's has a Yes to You rewards program that you get like a point per dollar or something like that, or I don't remember how it works. Anyways, I ended up getting $50 that I had to spend by the end of January. They sent me, and I sat on it until the last day, and I was like, what the hell am I going to buy? So my sister's son needed t-shirts, so we went on to Kohl's. I should have brought the receipt, but we saved like $180 because a bunch of the shirts we bought were on clearance, and they count that part of it. Then we spent the $50, and then I spent $7.50 actual money on shipping. So I got all of those t-shirts for free.
And you didn't even have to go anywhere.
No, I'm lazy.
You know what, though, sir? You know what you should do? Here's what I think you should do. You ought to start a service where you do that for people. Like, I hire you to come with me, go grocery shopping. I mean, that would be my wife. I go grocery
gotta
shopping.
Go.
I know, but I go grocery shopping with my wife, and all I do is push the cart.
Good.
And I go buy the beer.
Someone's got to do that.
I go pick out the beer. How are you? And so I go pick out the beer.
The problem is when people actually listen to what I had to say, they don't usually want to do that. Don't buy that, buy that. Oh, but I need that. No, you actually don't need that. So if they'd be willing to listen, I potentially would do that. But if they wouldn't listen, they'd have to give me their money. right?
See,
and
no,
then
no,
they
no,
have
I
to
mean-
buy everything on my list,
Right, you just
or
be-
I don't let them buy anything.
So you get everything about you could be easy. So now you do easy credit consulting, and then you do easy financial planning,
Yeah.
and then you do
Easy shopping.
just how about just easy with Aaron? Let's go shopping with Aaron.
I love shopping, and
No, I know you do.
You're,
I would say, but this is probably inappropriate. I'd say you were a shopping whore, but that would be really inappropriate, and I would hate to say that.
So my mom raised 4 kids, a single mom.
Yeah, and I bet you were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Mom. Oh, you guys, our food's coming. Hold on. Okay, so we're at Los Cabos. Hold on, here's our food, man. Here's the dude.
All right.
Look at that.
This is a combo appetizer for you. It's very hot plate.
Lord.
I know. I'm not eating it all. I'm going to bring some of it out.
And I got a cuero bean burrito for you, sir.
Oh,
Rice
man,
and beans.
you are
guacamole,
so awesome.
cream. Delicious. Very hot plate too. Okay. So,
Thank
Yes.
you.
well, thank you.
Man. Okay, so let's do the taste test. So we get to talk with our mouths full.
Hopefully I don't get any
Hi, Rick.
food
This is
stuff.
awesome. Teresa, you like it? I know. Isn't she great? Erin's one of the best.
I think so too.
Because she cusses, and I like that about her. Because she cusses on camera. I'm kidding, but she does.
I do.
And she takes me now. Erin. Now you open the door. Every time we do one of your shows, we have to go to a restaurant. No, I just said, "Where's your favorite?" So we're at Los
Cabos.
in Creswell, because she's been coming here for many, many years, like 20.
Yeah. Something like that.
Oh,
They're good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And they're quick.
oh, Renee, I didn't either.
What?
She says it sounds like Rick sampled a margarita. I didn't.
Downed one real quick.
You know what's really funny is anytime I get screwy, they still think I'm the guy on the news. Carlos, hello, we are having Mexican food. And people think if I get funny like this, it's Friday and I get a little crazy, they think I'm drunk. Or like on high on dabs or something, and it's like I don't.
Probably is.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna call Kathy.
No,
We'll talk about
don't
it.
start that. Yeah, there's a rumor. Yeah, I was on Rick's Facebook show today, and he was really high.
High on life? Does that count?
I'm having a good day, actually. Aaron, great chips. The food looks good and amazing. It is really, really good. See, you do have good. That's why she's great, because she has really practical stuff. She's not some haughty person sitting behind a desk going, "Here's how you do this." And look at my face. Look at that. "Here's how you do this and this and this." Isn't that ugly? Oh, good.
The thing is, the biggest problem people have is the biggest excuse is, I don't have enough time. And the truth is, they don't have enough time because they're burying their head in the sand. They don't want to deal with reality, or they don't want to see the real numbers. But if they would quit doing things and take 5 or 10 minutes to look at it, they'd see the reality and see where they need to make those choices. And I'm a single mom. I run a small business. I just remodeled a house, and I have a baby that's going to be 2 who thinks she's going on 30, and she's bossy. So I have a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff to do.
I wonder where she got that from.
Not a lot of time. So everything I'm saying is very practical,
Right.
And things that you can do. You can clip coupons. You just use the app. There's lots of different stuff.
But
that
okay,
you
but
can do.
aren't we scared to know, really?
That's why people don't do it, is because they know they're out of control. A couple things. People don't want the boundary of a budget. They think a budget is restriction, but what they don't realize is a true, actual budget, not a list of your bills, how much money you make, and how deficient you are. A true budget is freedom.
Yeah.
You know exactly how much money you can spend. I told Kathy, one of the things we tell people
Kathy's
is...
my wife.
Rick's wife. I like her better, just so you know. So I told her...
Oh,
that-
I'm sorry. We're having technical difficulties. Look what happened to Aaron's face. Oh my God, that's horrible.
is that you should set a spending amount for each of you. So I said,
Except
Rick,
what you spend on your husband.
no. So I said you should get, I call it an allowance. Some people call it mad money. So Rick should get so many dollars twice a month. Let's say $200, which should be, and he, for the first he gets it, and if he spends it on the second, too bad for him. If he keeps it all, to the 14th or the 15th, and then he gets the next amount. Now this is money that you can spend on whatever you want, fishing lures or whatever your deal is. And Kathy can't say anything about it, but Kathy gets the same money. So she wants to buy $400 in nail polish that month. Rick doesn't get to say anything. This is money that's allocated for each of them to blow on whatever they want that doesn't affect their bills. People just swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe because they have money in their account, and they don't realize. Then they're like, oh shit, I'm short for my electric bill. Well, if you would have known that you only had so much money, then you wouldn't have done it. So you take your little account, your debit card, that's what I told her to do for you, and you go to the store and you have $200 on it and you want a $250 item. What do?
Ask me that again.
If you only have $200 at a store and the item you want to buy is $250, what do?
I don't get to get it.
Or you go find something similar or shop somewhere else to get it for that price.
Or I have a garage sale.
And make some money. And come up with
my
the money.
$50, but you don't just go do it.
But if you
anyway.
don't have the money available to you to do it, then you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you allocate the money, because that $50 might be part of your electric bill, now you're $50 short because you had to have something.
And that's what we don't like to do.
Correct. And that's when people start putting their head in the sand, or they start having retail therapy where they're spending more money and they get in trouble.
You guys, this is Erin Swan. She's with Easy Credit Consulting in Springfield, and we are in Creswell at Los Cabos, her very favorite Mexican food because she lives here in Creswell. And I can see why. It's very, very good. Mm-hmm. We went back in the kitchen at the beginning of the show and saw what they do and what's going on. And now we're having lunch talking about budgeting, which you would never think that would be interesting, but I think it's really fun and people are obviously liking this. So if you know someone who needs to be on a budget, I don't suggest that you just share this on their page and go, hey, hint, hint. But you might say you saw somebody. And Erin's starting a new service at their place where they're going to start doing... basically, it's not financial planning.
It's more like financial coaching. You know,
right.
So you come to us, and again, we help you lay out some of the stuff about where you need to allocate your money and how to spend it, where things should go. How much of your income should be allotted for your housing? Do you know that?
Right.
I guarantee you, you're spending more than you're supposed to. What about your transportation? What about your insurance? What about your groceries? What about these other things? And then you're short because you're over in all these areas, and you wonder why you don't have any money. Then you have no money put away for retirement. You're not investing anything, which people think they need a lot of money. They don't. It's just a habit, starting a little bit here, a little bit there, and then they don't have life insurance. They say they don't have enough money. I know lots of people that come in and they got these hobbies that are $500 to $200 a month or more, and they're blowing money on crap that they don't need, and they don't have life insurance for their family. So if something happens, hopefully all that crap that they bought can be sold for $500,000+ to take care of their family. If not, they should probably control themselves, set a limit, and put some of that money towards retirement.
What do you see, like people like ATVs, motorhome, all that kind of stuff?
Oh, so I had this one client, and he's like, his credit started
you can talk
being
about
like,
this, right?
Yeah, as long as I don't say their name, like Rick Dancer. Just kidding. I had this one client, and he came to us with his credit like 450, right, which is not good at all. And we got it up. It's like in the 700s now. And he says, I want to go buy this $40,000 boat. And I'm like, you're renting a house, buying someone else's house for them, and you're going to buy a boat? That's going to affect how much money you can purchase on a home. $40,000 is a lot for a home, like your additional amount of money.
If I had $40,000 to put down on a home, your payment would be...
Yeah, but when you're qualifying, if he buys this boat, he might only qualify for hypothetically $150,000. But what are you going to buy for that?
Right.
Nothing. A camper trailer that's should be condemned in the middle of nowhere and you got no power or anything like that. But if he would not buy the boat, that additional money, that payment-wise, it could go towards more house so he can actually buy something.
And have an investment rather than the other stuff he's buying is depreciating.
Well, and Jesus, we live in Oregon. How often do you use a boat? I'm not saying don't buy a boat, but you don't need a $40,000 boat unless you're using it for work. And if you want one, great, go buy one. Make sure you got everything else in line first.
Right, like life insurance and taking care of things in case you just drop over dead.
Yeah.
Because but you know what? Bill died. We're really sad, and none of the kids can go to college.
Cool boat.
We have this really nice boat.
Yeah, let's go to the lake and have fun.
It's in storage 9 months of the year.
More like 10.
You know what you could do? You could bury Bill in the boat. Because you might as well.
Yeah. Yep. So those are some of the biggest things. We see people that want that, or their priorities are wrong. They're wanting to buy things that they don't need to buy.
You are so funny. You guys
just honest, though. This is all real, true stuff.
So how many of you guys have a budget? They're not going to admit
Nobody does.
Because we did. My wife and I, like we said, we used to have when we were at KZI, but since we've been in business of our own, money fluctuates so much, it was just too hard to do what we thought. And then she went in and Erin kind of gave Kathy some tips to get her going on there. And now we have a budget as of this last week. We now have a budget that we have going on.
I did a keynote speech not too long ago, and there was
Where was
the Eugene Greeters.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah.
No, I bet you. Oh, God.
And
I wish I could have been in the back of the room. I should have
invited you.
You should have.
Out of everybody that was there, which was the 80 to 100 people or something like that, and I asked that question: who has a budget? And a couple people raised their hand. It's like a real true budget, not just like a list of your bills, like your electric, your cable, or whatever it is. And it went down to about 2 or 3 people.
Wow.
Like that's it. And the people that generally have the closest thing to a real budget are accountants, and they usually just have it on a spreadsheet, and it's the same kind of thing, but they're not allocating for future. They're not cutting costs. They're not seeing where they're at in these percentages. They're almost just doing a check registry. I spent, it cleared, that's all that matters. And that's not all that matters. That's all that matters if you're just going to live today and you don't plan on preparing for anything, and you want to stay where you're at in life and just tread water, and you don't want to move forward and have the nicer things and grow.
So how do people get a hold of you if they've now been shamed into...
No shame.
No, but shame isn't a bad thing. I mean, I think that's what got us in there going, I am so ashamed. Like, we need to do this.
It's a reality check.
It
People,
is.
and that's a lot of times people come to us and they're just like, holy crap, I didn't realize. And I'm like, of course you didn't realize. That's why you're doing what you're doing.
Right.
But now that you do, let's fix it.
Right.
So you can come by our office.
So they're off of Pine or
Q Street.
Q Street.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking Pioneer, right? In that really cool mustard colored building by
There's
the bow rack,
the little archery shop.
right next to the bow rack. That little office complex. She has a really cool office. The first thing my wife comes home and she goes, "Oh my gosh, she has a really nice office." I'm going, "That's because she's a girl and she got it all on sale." Because I know when you come into her office, everything was on sale. That was on sale. That was on sale.
Why would I buy full price?
No, you would not. No,
I
know.
would not buy full price.
And what's a phone number they can get a hold of you and your website?
541-255-2044. You can get us. We have a Facebook, so Easy Credit Experts or Easy Credit Consulting. We're kind of changing that. People can't spell consulting, so they can never find us. Or our website's the same thing.
Okay.
So we're at 388 Q Street, or you can call us 541-255-2044, or find our information or connect with us through Facebook.
And you guys can help us by, one, sharing this on your page. Two, get a hold of her if you need some help. And Erin's really good about not talking about your clients and all that sort of stuff. And also, we want to thank the people here at Los Cabos in Creswell for having us down for lunch. And you got to come down here and try this. When you're in Creswell, come down and try it. You're going to love this. So
they're really good and quick and authentic, and it's.
Well, I feel bad. I'm sitting here hogging down my food, and poor Erin hasn't had anything.
Well,
but
I don't want food to get stuck in my braces.
That's cool.
They hurt, but food gets stuck in them. And
When they tighten them, I remember that. Every time you go in and then they tighten your teeth, and you feel like. Ugh.
My orthodontist, I would say, "Do I hate you today? Are we friends anymore?" And he says, "In a week we'll be friends again."
All right, you guys. So have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday with a show on a really interesting guy who's trying to help kids and youth, and he's kind of edgy. His name's TJ. He's kind of an edgy dude. It's going to be kind of fun. And then we got a whole bunch of stuff. All week next week is packed with stuff. And then next Sunday, not this Sunday, but a week from Sunday, we're going to go do cat yoga at Green Hill.
Have fun with that.
All right, just what we need.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend.
Bye.